Hey everybody, it's Buckeye Boggs. We're here at the Horseshoe, as you can tell in the background. Just got done with the 2023 spring game. Chris, your initial reaction?
I think we saw some good, Eric, but I think we definitely have some reason for concern. I thought the defensive line was exceptional. I feel like we've got a lot to work to do at tackle.
Yeah.
Jack Sawyer was living in the backfield.
Yep.
Even when we got down to the third string, as you mentioned to me earlier, Amari Abor living in the backfield.
Yep.
So the defensive line I thought was exceptional. I thought we had good play out of the defensive backs. I would have liked to have seen a few of those tips caught.
But they are getting their hands on the football.
But they're getting their hands on the ball. They stayed pretty well with the receivers. And I thought we had decent linebacker play. I thought Sonny had a good game out there at safety when he got in there. I thought that CJ, the young guys, performed really well in their time.
Yep.
And for me, of course, I'd be remiss what about two of the running backs? How about Chip Trayanum, and what about that kid number 45 out there, Eric?
Oh, that young whippersnapper?
That young whippersnapper busted off a big old run there.
Of course, we're talking about Archie Griffin. They gave Archie one more touchdown here at Ohio State on a little sweep play to the outside. Went untouched, 30-plus yards, untouched.
Would you wanted to be the guy who touched him?
No, I don't. Well, I would have. He probably got stiff-armed.
I don't know what our actual attendance was today, but somebody would have put a hand on Archie. I'm pretty sure that we all would have found out real fast.
He's 71 years old.
Yes, he is.
Still looks great. Great shape. That was really cool to watch.
Yes.
My initial reaction: defensive line is great.
Yes.
But how great are they? We don't know, because the offensive line is terrible with a capital T. They look bad. And they played the entire game, as well as Kyle McCord, which was not, I don't think, a part of the plan, but it became a part of the plan when they couldn't move the football. And the offense didn't move the football until they were going up, the first team offense, that is, minus the receivers and running backs, okay? So none of the good hands guys, the receivers, running backs, tight ends, but the offensive line and Kyle McCord stayed out there until they were going up against the third team defense before they scored. That is concerning.
It's very concerning. And, at times, Kyle looked really good at times. He had a few very nice throws. The throw to Tate was nice.
Oh, that was gorgeous. That was beautiful. That was the best throw of the game.
The throw to Ballard was a good one.
Yep.
I thought he had some real nice he showed ability to move the pocket well.
Yep.
Showed some escapability. But as we talked, Eric, the fear is that that's out of necessity and not out of just that's in his skill set.
Right.
There's some serious concern with that offensive line, and my hope is that we can get that fixed. Again, we've got two new starters at tackle, but the tackles were very much dominated today. And if you had to ask me right now, I would say the portal's open and it's time to go fishing.
The portal's open this evening.
It opened this evening
today. Yes. So, yeah, they're going fishing for an offensive tackle. They have to. Today became very evident that this is not. If we don't fix the offensive line, this is a 2, 3, or 4 loss team.
Yes.
That's how bad they looked. Now, they have the summer to tighten that up, to improve and get ready, but they might be one injury away on that offensive line of the season being flushed down the drain.
And do you think there's a possibility that we may see some movement along that offensive line?
Right now, anything's open.
I mean, because you might see a Donovan Jackson popped out
kick out the tackle,
and maybe a Enoch Bamahi move into guard, who has not looked bad at guard.
I'm going to have to go back and watch the tape again to really see how the interior offensive line played. They got a good push in the running game from the inside.
And that was a positive. They looked good in the running game.
Chip Trayanum had a really nice touchdown run, but again, I think he could have been tackled by Kai Stokes, who I think he thought it was still two-hand touch, and I think he could have made that tackle and kind of gave up on the play. And then Chip made him pay and ran into the end zone down the sideline. But that was the first touchdown of the game.
Yeah.
So quarterback play. Kyle, I think, right now has happy feet. And it's because I was counting. He's got less than 2 seconds to get rid of the football before he is absolutely swallowed up by the defensive line. And so everything is quick outs. Everything is slants. Everything are quick outs. Everything is get the ball out of your hand. There's no passing down the field at all right now because he has no time to throw the football. So it's really hard to judge where Kyle is at right now. But he did show some escapability today.
Yeah, and that was huge because obviously, like I said, we're going to need that.
Yep.
And it's a little concerning. He didn't look terrible off the run, but at the same time, he sailed a few off the run.
He did.
He sailed. He would get out of the pocket on the rollout, and he sailed a few.
When he sets his feet, he's got a great delivery.
He really does.
But when he's on the run, and that's true of any quarterback. When they're on the run, their mechanics, they rush their mechanics. And so he did have a tendency to sail a few. But for the most part, I think he's accurate.
Yes.
However, there were a couple where those defenders could have picked him.
Oh, easily.
And so
three at least.
If against an experienced team with good linebackers, good safety play, those are game killers. Not only drive killers, those are game killers.
Yes.
And so Ryan Day's looking for Kyle to make the routine throw routinely, as he said.
Yes.
I think he's got a little bit ways to go before I'm confident that he's going to lead us to some big wins. But the offensive line is not helping his situation.
Do you feel that after what we saw today, that we talked last week about the quarterback competition, you said it was over. Do you still feel it's over?
Given the offensive line, no, I don't.
I really don't either.
Because if
Brown is more
if Brown is more of a runner, we're going to need him.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing. If the offensive line doesn't improve, he's going to end up playing anyways because Kyle McCord's going to get killed.
Yeah.
JTT came around on one of those passes where he two-hand tapped him as he was letting go of the ball. And if he would have went through with that, I could see him.
He would have cut him in half.
Kyle McCord would have been broken.
Yeah.
He would because he had his face mask in the small of his back, and he was going to drive him in the ground. And of course, being a good teammate, he didn't. He's going to get killed if he's not careful. And so we better be ready with quarterbacks. The third-string quarterback, the transfer from Oregon State,
scares me.
He is what he is. He's very limited.
I'll tell you, he did show some
He's
nice.
experienced. I mean, he's got experience,
And
so he knows where to put the ball. He's just limited.
And he did show the ability to escape the pocket.
Yep.
He actually had a few nice runs. But, if we have to count on his arm to win us the game, I feel like we're in trouble.
Marvin Harrison played 2 series and led the all receivers and receiving yards in 2 series. 3 catches, 60-some yards. He's unguardable.
He is.
What is he? Is he the best player in college football?
I've said it all along. He is the best player in college football.
You've said it all along. Guess who else said it today? The PA announcer.
Yes. I saw you look down at me when he said
that. I did.
Yes, I truly believe he is the best player in college football right now. And we've got to find a way to get the ball in his hands.
So our positives are our receivers.
Yes.
Our positives are the defensive line. Our positives are the improvement of the defensive backfield. That to me, that's been the most positive thing today.
Tight ends played well.
Tight ends look good, but I told you they would look good because this is I'm a little worried in the middle category. A little worried. Our depth at linebacker, they looked okay, but we didn't have any of the starters in. Eichenberg didn't play. Steel Chambers was in crutches today. That scares me. And then the quarterback, Kyle McCord, looks iffy right now. But I told you, don't panic, don't overreact. Remember, the first start for Justin Fields in a spring game was 3 of 14 passing. Okay, so don't panic there. All summer long, Ryan Day is going to be working with the quarterbacks, receivers in this passing game. But what scares me right now, and this is what our fear was coming into today, this offensive line looks bad with a capital B.
Yeah, and again, I didn't feel the interior line was terrible. The tackles were dominated.
The interior line cannot help the fact that one-on-one from the outside, they're getting beat every play.
Yes.
Now, is that because JTT's that good and Jack Sawyer's that good and Keata Jackson's that good? Anyways, are they that good? I don't think they're that good.
I think they're very good.
They're very good, but they're not that good.
It was just Jack Sawyer. I keep going back to Jack Sawyer because I saw him do whatever he wanted out there. He power rushed guys. He used a swim move to get through. He used a beautiful spin move to get past somebody on one. Anything he wanted to do, Jack Sawyer did successfully.
Yeah.
If we get that in the regular season against top-tier talent, there's a lot of quarterbacks.
Let me put it into perspective for everybody. He was Joey Bosa out there.
He really was.
He was Joey Bosa 15?
Yes, and I'll tell you what, right now, if Sawyer and Tuimaluau go out there and play the way they played today in the regular season, you're going to Bosa on one end and Chase Young on the other.
That's a beautiful thing.
That would be a beautiful thing.
And if that's the case, then maybe the offensive line isn't as bad as we portrayed.
That's a huge hope. I mean,
but
the eye test, we always talk about the eye test when we're talking about football. This offensive line failed the eye test. I mean, there's no other way to put it. They failed the eye test.
All right, guys, that's our initial reactions from the spring game today. We hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share, and subscribe. It really does help the channel. Make sure you watch our live shows every Sunday night at 8 o'clock. We're going to be back tomorrow night to talk about this, and we've got some special interviews and pictures and everything from the tailgate today. Thank you so much for all of you who stopped out. While we were in the shoe, there was even people stopping at the tailgate talking to your wife.
My wife was out here, and she said there was a ton of people that stopped by the tailgate asking where we were, who we were, what was going on. Said that there was a group tailgating right next to us who listens and didn't realize it was us.
We gave away jerseys. We gave away memorabilia. We gave away a ton of T-shirts.
Lots of T-shirts.
So whenever we do a live show at somewhere or have an event, make sure you come out and stop by, see Chris and I. We love to pay it forward.
So many T-shirts, Eric, that we're going to have to restock.
Yeah. Mike Wargo was here.
Mike, oh yes, Mike. Signing autographs.
Big Nut was here.
The kids love Big Nut.
Kids love Big Nut.
Even the big kids, right?
Yeah, those big kids. That's right. So you never know where we're going to pop up, what we're going to be doing. So make sure that you continue to watch, listen, and when we're somewhere, stop in, say hi to us. We'd love to have you come. Until next time. Go ahead, Chris.
And if you are an alumni club, hey, we'd love to come out and visit with you.
Until next time, everybody, be kind to one another. I owe someone's OH and sing Carmen, Ohio with all your heart. Until next time. OH.
I-O.
Go Bucks.